Hello students, welcome to the concept amplifier at high frequencies. This concept is entirely how the amplifier reacts or works at high frequencies. I am going to explain various concepts under this amplifier at high frequencies. Before going into the topic, then let me explain why the H parameter model is used for the analysis of amplifier at low frequencies and why hybrid pi model is used for the analysis of amplifier at high frequencies. Okay. To explain this concept, I am considering the very well known CA amplifier circuit. This is a CA amplifier circuit. And the CA amplifier circuit, there are three external capacitors. Whatever be the amplifier circuit, the operation at different frequencies is decided by only the capacitors. Because the resistors work stable. They won't react for frequencies. They are insensitive to frequencies. So this concept is entirely based on the capacitors. The circuit consists of three external capacitors CB, CC and CE. The capacitor CB is called blocking capacitor. The capacitor CC is called coupling capacitor. And the capacitor CE is called bypass capacitor. Along with these external capacitors, we have another two capacitors internal to the transistor. Those capacitors are, let me keep the terminals, base, emitter, collector. The capacitor between base and emitter, CBE, and the capacitor between base and collector, that is CBC. So this is totally the CA amplifier internal and external circuit with the capacitors. Totally we have 5 capacitors. Let me explain how these 5 capacitors will work at low frequencies and also at high frequencies. CBC and CB. You know, when the diode is in forward bias, there exists some capacitance called diffusion capacitance. So here also the base and emitter, or if you consider the transistor, it is NPN transistor. So emitter is N type and base is P type. Your NP acts as a junction. So that junction consists of a capacitor. Capacitor is called diffusion capacitance. And base collector junction is reverse biased junction. So that is said to have a capacitance called transition capacitance. These things you studied in the electronic device and circuits subject. Now let me explain what will happen at low frequencies. At low frequencies, what happens to the capacitor reactance? Reactance of the capacitor Xc is equal to 1 by omega C, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. So when the frequency is low, Xc becomes high. So what happens if Xc is high? If Xc is high, means the reactance is high, then capacitor acts as open circuit. Why it is open circuit? In the similar way like a resistor, when the resistor is high, when the resistance value is high, it won't allow current, means the resistor acts as open circuit. In the same way for capacitor, you must check the reactance. If the reactance is high, capacitor acts as open circuit. So now let me see what will happen to all these capacitors at these low frequencies. The blocking capacitor, bypass capacitor, coupling capacitor and the two junction capacitors are open circuited. So as the blocking capacitor, which is connecting the source and the base, is open circuited, see, Vs has to go like this, but as the capacitor is open circuited, Vs didn't connect to the transistor. Means for the transistor amplifier circuit, there is no input signal. No input signal means the output becomes very less, and some cases it is 0 also. Coming to this coupling capacitor, as the coupling capacitor is open, output becomes 0 because there is no connection from the collector to the output wire, so the output becomes 0. So here the blocking capacitor input is not connecting to the circuit, and as the coupling capacitor is opened, output is also 0. And coming to this bypass capacitor, as the bypass capacitor is opened, all the current from the emitter flows through the resistor Re only. So as the current flows through the resistor Re, the voltage drop across the Re becomes high, which gives a negative feedback to the amplifier circuit. That negative feedback decreases the gain again. So what is the effect? Totally, the blocking capacitor and bypass capacitor coupling capacitors are affecting the output voltage. Now let me explain about this junction capacitors. See the junction capacitor CBE, which is between the base and emitter. The base and emitter is open circuited. Means the connection between the base and emitter is open circuited. Nothing is changed because there is no capacitor. It gets open, so no problem. So even it is open, this Vs gets connected to the transistor through the base. The capacitor CBC, even it is open, there is no problem because we are taking output at collector. The current from, suppose if there is any signal from this Vs to the base, the base current will create collector current and that goes through RC and you get V0. So there is no problem for CBE and CBC even if they are open. But if blocking capacitor and coupling capacitor and emitter bypass capacitors are open, those are affecting the amplifier output. Means the gain of the amplifier gets decreased. So what is happening? So now, to analyze this type of transistor now, means whose external capacitors are opened and the junction capacitors are opened, we can analyze this transistor using H parameter model. I'll explain why. First, let me open clearly all the circuit. This is a circuit after disconnecting all these open circuited capacitors. So now this can be analyzed using H parameter model. I'll explain the reason. Let me draw the H parameter model. This is HIE and this is HRE VCE, a voltage source, dependent voltage source, and this is HFE IB. Let me keep the terminals: base, emitter and collector, and this is HOE and the output voltage is VCE. So this is the H parameter model. So it is not having any capacitors, okay. So that is the reason the amplifier at low frequencies can be effectively analyzed using H parameter model. It is completely involving the circuit. The circuit consists of all the resistors. So if you see the H parameter model, apart from the voltage source and current source, the other two are the resistors only. That is the reason the amplifier at low frequencies can be analyzed effectively using H parameter model. Now when you go for the amplifier analysis, we usually have the AC analysis concept. For the AC analysis, we have to keep VCC is equal to 0. Then if VCC is equal to 0, R1 and R2 comes in parallel with the voltage source HRE VCE, and this parallel combination is at base. This is R2 and this is R1. And this collector resistor RC also comes in parallel with HOE. So this is totally the H parameter model of this transistor amplifier circuit. Let me explain the same amplifier circuit at high frequencies. At high frequencies, reactance of the capacitor Xc, that is 1 by omega C, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi Fc. becomes low because frequency is high. So when the reactance is low, the capacitor acts as short circuit. So like when the resistance value is less, it allows more current, means it acts as short circuit. It freely allows the current. In the same way, when the reactance is less, capacitor also allows high current, means it acts as short circuit. So now let me draw the amplifier circuit by shorting all the capacitors. Short this CB, short the junction capacitance CBC, short this junction capacitance CBE, short this coupling capacitor and short this bypass capacitor. Now as the blocking capacitor is short circuited, yes, Vs freely goes to the base into the transistor. The input signal current freely goes to the input transistor because there is no blocking capacitor, there is no capacitor which stops, it is a short circuit. So freely the input current goes to the transistor, and coming to the output is also very high because there is no capacitor to block. Coming to the bypass capacitor, as the bypass capacitor is short circuited, all the emitter current flows through the capacitor CE. It won't goes to the resistor RE. So what is happening? The negative feedback gets reduced because the current from the bypass capacitor flows to the ground. So the negative feedback gets reduced. So the output voltage is high if you consider only these three. But what is happening to the junction capacitors? See the junction capacitor CBE, between the base and emitter it is short circuited. Means you are giving the input signal between the base and emitter only. Suppose if the base and emitter get short circuited, then what about the voltage across short circuited? The voltage across short circuit is 0. So even when you are applying Vs as that is get short circuited, then the voltage across BE becomes 0. Means there is no input signal. Coming to the output, between the base and collector also the output is short circuited, means the output voltage becomes 0 because it is short. Though the CB, CE and CC are supporting the operation, these short circuits of the junction capacitors makes the output voltage decreases. So at high frequencies, CBE and CBC are playing a major role. That is the reason you have to keep these two, and you can short all other three external capacitors. So now if you keep only these two, the circuit is like this. Now this circuit can be easily explained or effectively explained using the hybrid pi model. Now this circuit, which consists of the two capacitors CBC and CBE, can be explained effectively using hybrid pi model. Let me draw the hybrid pi model first. This is the hybrid pi model. So if you see the hybrid pi model, you can incorporate CBC and CBE effectively. It consists of the resistors RBB dash, RB dash E, RB dash C, RCE, and a current source GM VB dash E, and the two capacitors CB dash E and CB dash C. There is a base term called B dash. It is also a base terminal. All the resistors and capacitors are with respect to this B dash terminal. B dash terminal is called the spreaded base terminal. B and B dash are base terminals only. All these are with respect to B dash. I will explain all these terminals and components in the next video in detail. See the terminals, that is B emitter, that is base, emitter and collector. This is all emitter. So there is a provision to connect the capacitors here. Between the base and collector, here we have the capacitor CBC. So you can connect here in the hybrid pi model, that is between B dash and C. Base B dash and C. And there is another provision to connect the base emitter capacitor, that is CBE. This is CB dash E between B dash and emitter. This provision is only in the hybrid pi model but not in H parameter model. That is the reason we are taking this hybrid pi model for the analysis of this amplifier circuit. Why the word hybrid? Because it consists of so many parameters, hybridized parameters. That is the reason it is called hybrid. Why does pi? Why the model is called pi model? Because if you see the pi, this is the symbol for pi. Even if you see the circuit is also in the form of pi. That is the reason it is called hybrid pi model. Okay, so this is about why the H parameter model is used for low frequency analysis and why hybrid pi model is used for high frequency analysis. In the next class, I'll explain in detail about this hybrid pi equivalent circuit. I'm going to explain all the resistors and all the capacitors and all the terminals in detail. Okay, I think you all understand this concept. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.